So we're on YouTube now?
We should be. Let me double check.
Oh, I need to get that up.
What? Where's my bell?
Well, you know.
Yeah, I connected to YouTube a little bit early tonight.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I just got the notification.
We are live.
Roger Rabbit's in the house.
All right, well, then I guess I will connect.
Roger Rabbit is on top of it. What's up, buddy?
I know.
Mississippi.
I like it when we got the famous commenters and, all that jumping in there early. That's cool.
And don't forget, guys, we're also on the Twitters, Off Track Syndicate. It is at @OT_syndicate.
Hashtag derailed.
Yeah, hashtag derailed. Hey, look, we're live. Coming to you live from Mount Stupid tonight.
Mount Stupid.
Get rid of all my stuff and things. And
Roger Rabbit, go get you an Off Track Syndicate t-shirt.
got a good show for you tonight, guys. We're going to cover some... We're actually going to cover some current things in the news tonight. We're going to blast.
Do you want me to do the cognitive biases story first? Because I have like animal stories too, but.
Oh yeah, well I'm gonna start off with the big news from Friday. And
what
then,
happened Friday?
I'm not sure yet. I haven't looked at
Special.
We don't do show prep around here. What?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So. Oh my goodness. Oh, let's see who else here. Nobody's commented anything yet. So, oh yeah, our intern, Miss Sarah Nichols, is here.
Sarah.
Hey, J May in the house. What up?
If you end up seeing Michael Weston in the chat, let me know. I didn't realize. Remember, I told you. I don't know if you guys remember, but he was here and then he got stationed in California. Within a couple of days, they just sent him to Japan.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Go Navy.
Wait, what actually gives?
What does he do?
Leslie.
What does Weston do?
Same thing as Josh. Same as my husband. He's a construction mechanic.
I need to get ready for the show. So he's a CB.
Yes.
He's a Citizen Band Radio?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, that too.
70310.
He's a lot of things.
Yeah, we're going to be coming in hot here in 10 seconds. Folks, we're getting ready to light it up. Coming in hot.
Leslie.
There was some, for myself, some pretty important things that went down on Friday. I personally think it was a victory for the United States of America, especially the Patriots.
The football team?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's more important
not football.
Oh, you had my interest there for a second.
Yeah, no, it was, I would say it's a victory for our rights in America.
How so?
I guess the first thing that comes to my mind is our Second Amendment right and our right to defend ourselves.
I think that's the biggest takeaway was the self-defense. Because they hardly talked about the Second Amendment.
Yeah, and really that's what this, in my eyes, what this trial was all about. Whether it was justified that Kyle Rittenhouse defended himself. It's not like he was hunting people down to murder them.
You know what, Sean? It's amazing because that's the information so many people got. Whatever news or wherever they got their information. Do you know how many people are surprised that the 3 people Kyle Rittenhouse shot were white? No, there's a majority of people that didn't even know that.
That's our media today.
Yeah, my mother was one of those that she was like, why was he there? Why did he have a gun? I said, Mom, have you heard any? Well, no, I just what they say on TV. I said, you cannot listen to any of the news networks or nothing.
Thank you, John. John Doherty just donated $25 to Warhorse.
Thank you, Doherty.
Virtual hug, bro.
Oh, yes. Oh, so he has 5 entries.
And so did Leslie.
Oh, look at that. Very good. Yeah, the media. Look, I didn't really, originally, I did not follow the trial, okay? But there are, no, I just hit that button. Why? Oh, there it is. There's been some things out there. Now, I don't know how much validity all this holds, but I have heard and seen in more than one place. My internet is really pissing me off. I'm getting there. Things we didn't know, or at least I did not know. Okay. I'm really having internet issues here. I apologize. Okay, here we go. There's some things that I've read. I didn't know that Kyle put out a dumpster fire that was being rolled down to a gas station to blow up. Did you guys know about this?
I watched the trial though, because
okay, so you knew this is the thing.
I didn't know beforehand. I didn't know until the trial.
I heard in the last few days about the dumpster thing, but I knew that he was there to help protect, the family business.
Right.
That it was a family member's gun that he had.
I didn't know the police were told to stand down as businesses were being destroyed.
You know what? I don't think a lot of people knew that.
No. I didn't know Kyle's dad, grandma, and friends all lived in the Kenosha area, 20 minutes from where he resided with his mother, part-time in Illinois.
Yeah, he didn't cross state lines to go be an active shooter.
Correct.
That was a headline all the way, all over.
Right. Yeah, it was a narrative. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that Joseph Rosenbaum knocked him down twice and then attempted to kick him with lethal force to the head. I didn't know that Huber hit him in the head 2 times with a skateboard. I mean, I did know some of this, but I'm just kind of reading this as we go here. With a skateboard, which that's a weapon. That's a weapon that could. I've skateboards are no joke. They're hardwood. I didn't know that Gage Grosskreutz, is that however you pronounce that. A felon in possession of a firearm aimed his gun at Kyle first. Actually, I did know that, but as he admitted on the stand. I also didn't know that in the state of Wisconsin, it was legal for Kyle to have a gun, even at 17, which was what?
Finish what you're saying about that, and then I want to.
Which is why the gun charges were dismissed. I did know some of this, but some of this I didn't.
All right. Well, now to be fair, devil's advocate, and to show both sides, we looked up, or you?
Yes, we did. I looked it up,
and apparently you must be 18.
That's what I thought.
To open carry in Wisconsin. Now he was 17, so unless something has changed,
is there a difference between pistol and rifle?
It was a long rifle. They in the courtroom they actually measured it.
So I think it has to be like a 16-inch barrel or something. I don't know.
I couldn't remember the correct size, but they didn't measure.
But I look, I'm assuming they went with what the actual law is. I would hope so.
I think they did.
Yeah, I would. I mean, that's the whole point of this trial. I also didn't know that Kyle did. Well, we just discussed this. Cross state lines with a gun he hadn't wasn't supposed to have. The rightful gun owner did, and he was legally permitted to do so. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that Rosenbaum was a 5-time convicted child rapist, and this is what I'm gonna get into this from another post from one of our listeners here. Was 5-time convicted child rapist, and that Huber was a 2-time convicted woman beater. I didn't know that Gross Krautz, or Gross, whatever the hell his name is, was a convicted burglar with an assault on his record. If the media did their job, we would all have known this. Yeah, like I said, some of this I knew, some of this I did not.
Question.
Yes, sir.
Why is a convicted 5-time convicted child rapist even walking the damn streets? Why is he out? If he's convicted 5 times, why is he out? So that I don't know. I mean, maybe whatever.
Well. Here's the devil's advocate, because even, I mean, I'm going to assume Kyle didn't know that, but even, that would not be arguable in a court of law, because that doesn't give you the right, as much as we would like to have the right to shoot a convicted child molester. I mean, those boys were all between 8 and 13. It's not like it was one of those things where, I was dating her, I didn't know she was 17 and you're 19. This was like,
right.
Yeah.
Look, they're boys, number one, and that's.
But it's still, it wouldn't have made any
You're right.
difference.
It's the
But
age.
the media, nobody told us.
Right. That's convenient stuff to leave out when you're trying to put a narrative out there. You don't tell the whole side. See, that's what I don't agree with. It, even if it makes your side look bad, all that information needs to be out there, regardless.
And we get into the I'm not even going to use that one word, but no, I will, because this is the part that I have an issue with. Were the people he killed, quote, victims? Well, yeah, they died. Okay. Now, he did not know going into this that they were, in fact, a child rapist, a burglar, and all this. He was not hunting them down because all of this happened.
Exactly.
In my mind, it's still a tragedy that people died.
Yes.
Right. So I want to read something here from one of our listeners, and I don't want to put his name out there. I mean, he put it on Facebook. Maybe it's just his friends. I don't know. So I don't want to name him off, right? I sent him a message. He didn't quite respond, or he didn't respond. So I don't know if he's seen the message yet, but it says, someone help me understand. Can someone explain to me why it matters that the criminal history of 2 men in Wisconsin makes a difference in the Rittenhouse case? I'm so tired of seeing the stupid effing memes. I caught myself regarding those two or others involved. Why does one choose to add to the stupidity of such narrative? The bigger picture. 2 men lost their lives, which means 2 sets of families lost a loved one. Regardless what their criminal history is or was, a young man's life is forever changed due to him killing 2 men in self-defense. Regardless of your beliefs, a jury found him not guilty. Does one think that Rittenhouse knew he was killing 2 criminals? No, he did not.
No, nobody.
Again, right. Yeah. Again, these 2 individuals did not break out of jail, obviously. They too sat in front of a judge and were charged with their individual crimes. So the self-defense isn't enough. Folks have to add to the narrative. A young kid out there taking out bad guys? Come on. If that is your stance, well, I feel sorry for you, and you need to look deep within yourself. I completely agree with this. It's not about him hunting people down to kill them. He didn't know these people. He didn't know their crimes. All he knew was, I'm getting attacked, and I'm going to defend myself. So when I see the people on the right saying, oh, well, they deserve to die and all that, Okay, look, they were criminals. They had a rap sheet. They whatever.
Yeah, none of that matters.
No, but
it's
that was
irrelevant.
yeah, it's totally irrelevant to the case. But I'm glad we know.
Sure, but all we're doing is poking the bear. And I say we, as in, no, I don't want to say we, because I'm not. I don't have that mindset. Why are you happy? Why are people happy that people died? It's not.
People cling to their biases so much. So
Yeah.
this isn't the one I plan on talking about later, but there's a cognitive bias called anchoring, and it describes the human tendency to over-rely on the first piece of information that they get. So when you're watching a news thing, so I think that's where a lot of this misinformation comes from, is the first time you hear the headline, the first time you hear a story, that's to you, that's the truth because that was the first thing you heard. And it's very difficult for us as humans because, cognitive biases are flaws. And if you don't recognize them, you're going to keep repeating them. So I think people heard, is it Black Lives Matter? A white kid with an AR-15 shot 3 people. And, they probably thought that they were black or so they heard this distorted narrative. And people have clung to it ever since.
Yeah, I agree.
The overall thing that gets to me, none of the other stuff, nothing else. You are a person who has a gun that is completely visible to everybody around you. And a group of people converge on you, running at you, throwing things at you, and you try to get away. Now, in my head, if a group of people are running at me, seeing that I have a gun, I mean, then there's nothing else in my head thinking they're going to try to kill me because I have something in my hand that can kill them, and they don't care. They're still coming for me. So absolutely it was nothing but self-defense. I mean, there's no other way, to me, there's no other way you can look at that. I have a piece of weapon that can take your life out in plain view of everybody, and you and a group of people are going to charge me. What am I supposed to think? That you're going to, give me hugs and, no. The only thing in them people's mind was to kill him. That's it.
To add to that, I think I would say, if he were there to just mow people down, he would have done that.
Yeah.
He would have done exactly that. There's no, I'm going to pick this person and this person. No, he shot the people that attacked him. And that's it. And when the police showed up, what did he do?
He looked for the police.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
They didn't find him. He went looking for them.
I saw the video when the police come around the corner. He immediately just put his hands in the air because I don't want, the other narrative, hands up, don't shut up, whatever. No, that's it. Hey, I'm here, and this is what this is going down.
Oh, over on the Twitters, Dang It Chris said, Track Syndicate supports Kyle Rittenhouse, even knowing he's an anti-dumpster fire.
Look, yeah, the whole dumpster fire thing.
Pure
when I read that, I thought
Diva.
it was pretty funny.
Yeah, Diva wants Heather wants us to know that she's here, bitches.
Oh, she's a cougar.
Hi, Barbara.
And stuff, anyway.
Sarah. Yes.
So
yes, I don't want to spend too much time on Kyle because
No.
everybody's probably, we can talk about the vaccine if you want.
I brought up Kyle because of as you said, the confirmation bias. That's kind of my point. We've talked about this numerous times on this show. The people who are, quote, on, I don't want to say on our side, but the people who are celebrating the victory for patriots, but they go to the extreme to say, oh well, yeah, he killed a child rapist, he killed a
But that wasn't.
None of that matters.
Yeah.
No.
All you're doing is telling people on the
Inciting.
left, you're starting fires that are irrelevant.
You're doing
None of
the
it matters.
childish thing, the immature thing. Nah, 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 nah.
It's
Yeah.
poking it's pushing buttons. I can't stand people pushing buttons. It's like, ha 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 ha. Hey, can you just be a look? You don't like sore losers? Don't be a sore winner.
Thank you,
Don't
Sean.
be an asshole.
Thank you, Sean, for calling out both sides.
Not
a lot of people
don't
do that.
like it. Pisses me off. Because look, that's a reflection on me because I lean right. I don't think that way. So I'm going to set the record straight tonight, and I know the three of us agree. And I hope
We
that our
don't always
listening
agree
audience
on
agrees.
we don't always agree on everything, but that's
No, we don't.
free exchange of ideas.
And that's why
You
we're
guys
here.
are awesome
I love you sons of bitches and Melissa.
and such and stuff.
Rusty's like, what? Okay. Anyway.
You look really good tonight, Rusty. Did you do something with your beard or something? You look really nice.
He put his hat on.
Oh,
I
okay.
put my hat on, so.
Okay.
All right, so guys, I think we got a good show for you tonight. The rest of the show hopefully is going to be good because the first I just wanted to get that out of the way. I had to get that off my chest.
Anybody talking on the Facebooks?
Well, there's one person on there.
I think everybody's going over to YouTube.
While we're looking, folks, if you would, go over to our Facebook page and click on the Shop Now button. Go over. There is some limited design T-shirts that is going to be gone after the first of the year, and that one hoodie is going to be given away. I guess did we decide the first of the year is when we're going to do that, Sean?
Yeah, I think it's around New Year's.
Yeah, so if you go over to warhorselegacy.org and $5 donation gets you one ticket, and make sure you put in the comments that it's for the raffle off Track Syndicate, something to let them know. And we're going to draw, and the winner is going to get a sweatshirt, a Warhorse Legacy T-shirt, and a mug.
And they're limited,
Yeah, it's limited edition. It's coming down at the first of the year.
Not only that,
design's going to be gone.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah, it's custom. You can have your name. You can have whatever you want put on the back of it.
Yeah, on the back of the hoodie, yeah.
I mean, you can have my name. You can have Sean's name, whatever.
You can have Rusty's pumpkin butt on there if you want. No, that's the picture. Never mind.
Anyway.
Hey, Sarah the intern, can you do that on Twitter too? Thank you. She's, you know how she is, Johnny on the spot, putting the links in.
Yeah, she's
good. Hey, props to Sarah. She's our
Sarah,
number one intern.
I'll go ahead and make the call that we'll have you on for a segment next week. How about that? We didn't think about it this week.
Oh yeah, we got a busy show because at the top of the next hour we have.
Yes, we do.
We have a new Mojo show.
A new Mojo show. So stay
the one
tuned.
and only Leprechaun or Stephen Payne, Lep, and Miss Jamie Christopher are going to join us at the top of the hour. Like Melissa said, they have a new show on the mojo50.com with us. This is the network we're on. If you're tuning in otherwise,
stuff.
I think we should probably give a real. Rusty, you were just talking about the hoodie, the T-shirt, the mug, and where do we send people for that?
I think we go over to warhorselegacy.org. Warhorselegacy.org.
Track Syndicate. God dang it. I kind of wanted to ask Melissa why people go to warhorselegacy.org.
That's okay.
Well, go ahead. Sorry. I thought you were telling me to do that.
Sorry. My bad. Melissa?
Yeah, why should people go to warhorselegacy.org, Melissa, and donate?
If you're on Facebook and you've seen their recent event, it looked great. They provide a service for veterans and their families. Yeah, okay. I was wondering what you were doing. Like Sean's a mime. They provide
in my box.
They provide equestrian services for veterans and their families, and having their families there is so important because it helps everybody heal. And I was reading something yesterday about, how dogs, we love dogs. Dogs are service animals, but horses also create the same effect in humans because of their affection, and their like the way they make eye contact is very similar to dogs. So it's important for the veterans suffering from PTSD, trauma, stress, to experience that healing with their families, because the outcomes, there is actual outcome data. There's science, bitches, that show how systemic therapy is better than individual therapy. And I'm so happy that, I'm so proud that Warhorse provides that, because, I mean, crap, if you know me, I love those people. Yes. One of my favorite, I love the veterans charities, but they're definitely at the top. So thank you, everybody that has already donated. We really appreciate it.
Yes.
We are trying to raise money and, of course, awareness. Raise money for Warhorse Legacy Foundation. And if we have to give something away to do that, perfect. Let's do that. Let's raise some money for them at warhorselegacy.org. That's warhorselegacy.org.
Off Track Syndicate.
Anyway.
All right.
Rusty, I think you had something in the lineup there. Is that correct?
Yeah, for along the same lines with the Kyle Rittenhouse, a former Virginia officer who was fired for donating to Kyle Rittenhouse's defense fund wants his job back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I read that.
A former Virginia cop who was terminated after donating to a legal defense online fund for Kyle Rittenhouse is now calling for his job back. As Insider previously reported, Lieutenant William Kelly of Norfolk Police Department was fired in April after it was revealed, per The Guardian, that he made the anonymous $25 donation, on a Christian crowdfunding website called Give, Send, Go. His identity was brought to light following a data breach of the website, which showed that he used his official email address.
Whoa.
I wonder who funded that to go in there and breach the website to figure out who's doing what. In a comment on the crowdfund, Kelly said, "God bless and thank you for your coverage. Keep your head up. You've done nothing wrong. Every rank and file police officer supports you. Don't be discouraged by actions of the political class of law enforcement leadership." Now that's scary. So there is a political class of law enforcement leadership. Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah. You ever heard of the FBI?
Yeah.
Wow.
Rittenhouse was acquitted on all charges in relation to the fatal shooting. Oh, crap.
Already?
Take us out, Rusty.
Wow. Hey, y'all stick around. We'll have some more talk and stuff and everything.
Hashtag derailed on the Twitters.
Hashtag derailed.
See you guys right here. Off Track Syndicate.
Damn it. I wasn't paying attention to the time.
Why would we?
Right?
We just talk and wait, unsupported attached. Oh, whatever this was has been removed. Huh.
What happened?
It was an article. Let's see. You responded by saying, "Did my mom send you that picture of me?" Oh, yeah. It was that picture of the chicks from the 80s or whatever. Remember? In the article. You know what? Let me go over here to the website and see if it's up here. I don't understand what's going on with my internet because everything's... Oh, man, I'd like to read that story.
Was it taking down for... Was it offensive?
Isn't everything we talk about offensive?
Oh my God. You guys know I like musicals and I like Hamilton. I belong to a Facebook group. It's like one of the Hamilton ones. And there was a Saturday morning, the admin posted, "If you support the Rittenhouse verdict, get the F out." Like there's all kinds of profanity of my room.
Oh, look at that. Are you serious? Okay. So I refresh and the story is gone. Wow. Well, that sucks. Huh. Would if you guys are driving down the, we're gonna say freeway because it's relevant. Some people call it an interstate, which that's me. If you're driving down the interstate or freeway, and all of a sudden there's a traffic comes to a stop, you get out and you're like, "What's going on?" And there's some money laying all over the interstate, like scattered about because an armored car.
That would never happen to me. I wish.
Well, if you lived in California, it could have. Would you pick up the money?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know, man. Is it my money? No.
No.
Is it free for all?
Remember when Doc used to talk about finding a suitcase along the side of the road?
And I remember how he always, Jeffy
too. Yep.
Turned around and went and get this bag, and he's like, because if I don't get it, it's gonna be $1 million, or it's gotta be something I wanted, right? I don't know. There's nothing better than watching brownies in bed. Is that a euphemism, baby? Just asking. An armored truck caused a major traffic jam on a freeway in Carlsbad, California, after it spilled tons of cash and motorists stopped to collect the bills. The incident happened just before 9:15 a.m. on Friday, with the California Highway Patrol receiving 911 calls about cash spread across the Interstate 5. However, both the CHP and the FBI are now urging those who took the cash to bring it back, unless they face criminal charges.
Are you talking about chips?
Yes, chips. Eric Estrada and that other guy. I don't know his name.
Eric Estrada did porn also.
Yeah, you know that for a reason, don't you?
I don't know. I was random
You
trivia.
know things.
Because they were talking about Sylvester Stallone on the Friday show on the Morning Mojo. And I was like, yeah, Eric Estrada too. I don't know how I know that.
I'm guessing you watched.
I don't know. I don't think I did. I don't know.
Sorry, I just got chills about the brownies again.
Oh, I thought you were reacting to. I thought you were reacting to chips. John and Poncho. I used to call him Poncho.
I'm thinking about brownies in bed. Huh.
So what happened to the people? Did they bring back the money?
Well, there's video of this stuff too. There's a few of them out there. A lot of drivers returned the money right away. Once officers arrived on the scene, many who had collected wads of cash handed it back to the police. Not everyone, though. Many of the motorists returned the money immediately to the officers. However, there were motorists observed driving from the scene with stolen money. The CHP and FBI said in a joint press release, the CHP would like to thank those motorists who have already returned money to their local CHP office and remind the public to do the right thing and return any money they found on the freeway. Look, I'm just saying, if they're returning it, they'll never know. With the exception of video of someone driving off, they need to check if those bills are numbered. If they're
marked.
not, but they can be spent so fast. I don't know.
It's cash.
But there's no way
Cash
they're going to
is
recover
hot.
every dollar of this.
Cash is very hot. And the people that did return the money, how do you know they returned all of the money? Like the whole wad or just half the wad?
Yeah, because there's nothing to prove how much they picked up. Look, I picked up $100 bill. Here it is. Have a great day. I got
like
$4,000 over here in the parking lot.
When cops turn in evidence.
Well, and that was my other thought. I'm like, they're returning it to the California Highway Patrol. Oh, thank you. We will return every dollar. And look, I'd like to think that they're honest, and they would. But, hey, look, there's dirty cops, too. I mean, have you seen...
yeah, I don't want to say anything
Nago
bad.
PD?
I don't want to say anything bad about police, especially in this environment
Day and
that
age.
we're living in.
Yeah, no kidding. Hey, shout out to Roger Rabbit. He's listening to us and fighting COVID apparently.
Oh, I'm so
Oh,
sorry for
dude.
that, dude.
So, yeah.
That's a rough go right there. Hey, and I want to real quick address Scott Morris. I know you're listening. Hit me up. Maybe you can. I don't know what you're doing lately. Hit me up. I want to talk to you. Yeah, I don't know about the whole money thing. I have found some money in the past. I found a wallet actually, and I opened it, looked at the driver's license, and got with the person, whatever, got a hold of them, found out who it was, whatever. It's not my money, because if someone found my wallet,
if it was
I want
like
mine.
if it was personal like that, like somebody's wallet or somebody's money, oh hell no, I wouldn't keep
There's
it.
people who
I wouldn't
won't.
keep a penny of that. You kidding
There's
me?
people who won't. Finders keepers, throw that rest of that shit in the trash. Have a great day. It's not about the money, actually. It's about having to go through, cancel all your credit cards, get a new driver's license, and all that. You know what? How about give it back? Save someone the trouble of going through hell and taking time off work and losing more money on top of it. Be honest. Don't be a dick.
Yeah. Wouldn't you want somebody to return your crap? I mean,
Yeah.
I always think of
Yes,
that.
I would.
Oh, somebody did a few weeks ago. I lost my military ID, my retired ID, and I know I lost it in a parking lot, and it took me like a week before I went back to base and asked if anybody turned it in, and I'm glad they did, because that's to get an ID. Ever since COVID, to get an ID made on base, it is such a hassle. Oh my gosh, you got to register online, and
Yeah.
don't get me started.
So one of our guests from that's going to be here in a few minutes, Lep, says a wallet belonging to a person. The open armored truck is a business. Yeah, I agree, but I just can't. I can't bring
But
myself.
what if
to
it
take
was? What if it was a government armored truck?
No. Well, that's my money anyway. That's my tax money, mother. What? No,
Wow, I thought you were going
They'd send your ass to. They'd make you. They'd make me make small rocks out of big rocks.
You almost gave Mojo a donation.
No, I said mother for a reason.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that was the thing going back to when I worked with a buddy of mine. It was always mother. So actually, Scott Morris actually knows, and I can't remember the mechanic's name. Scott, help me out with this. We had a mechanic who talked kind of funny. We'll just say that. And he'd start swearing at. I think his name was Bill, actually. He would start swearing at something. He had no patience to work on anything, and he'd start throwing wrenches and you mother.
Where was this?
Oh, I worked at a place called Bear, B-E-A-R. No, B-E. What the hell? B-E-H-R.
Oh, that bear.
Yeah, Bear Paints.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a scrap metal company. Scott knows, but oh my goodness, mother. Sorry, I have a visual in my head, and it's hilarious. I just got to say, and I know you're all there going, "What the hell is he talking about?"
So I went through this situation when I was in the third grade. Third, there we go. Third.
Scott.
Yeah, at the bus stop in Florida, I found a $100 bill.
Wow.
And when I got
third
to
grade?
school, in the third grade, and
That's a lot of money.
yeah, in 1970, whatever that was, 8 or 9, something like that. And when I got to school, I went to the office and called Mom, and she come and got it. And then when I got home, she instilled in me and made me think, well, this is somebody's money, so we have to turn it in to the police department, so that if somebody is needing that money for food or whatever, that they can, and they'll get it. And then I remember her saying about how they were incredulous when she called the
big
police
words.
department. You wanna turn in $100 that you found? Like, they couldn't believe that And they said, well, okay, well, we'll hold on to it, and if nobody picks it up in 3 weeks, then it's yours.
Aw.
And that's what happened. Nobody came to claim it, and got $100.
And then you donated it to the church.
I'm
just kidding.
No.
Timothy Ratliff over on the Twitter said that to remember, Giving Tuesday is November 30th, and give to the Warhorse Legacy Foundation.
Dang. Yeah. He started a donation thing on his Facebook page to give to Warhorse Legacy.
What did you just say, Timmy? Timmy, say what now?
Timmy Ratliff.
Ratliff.
He
Said
said,
what?
remember, Giving Tuesday is November 30th, and give to the Warhorse Legacy Foundation.
Oh, yes, I did see that, yeah.
I don't know why you were laughing.
No, because you know that story that Brad Staggs did on the Daily Mojo about Noah Falcon? Was that Friday?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, you listened, right? Noah Falcon, the man with the world's biggest penis.
Oh, yeah, that was Thursday, I think. I don't know.
I had tweeted it. I had tweeted something out. I'm trying to think what it was. Something about 50% of the audience
Googled him.
The daily audience, would.
You said that. That was your comment.
Yes. Out of morbid curiosity, would Google or look him up or whatever.
I didn't.
Noah Falcon, actually responded to me, and he's like, morbid curiosity. And I was like,
are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you. I mean, you have to go through the tweets
You're
and
going
find
to retweet it. Did you retweet it?
Yeah. And I'm like, dude, there's context missing, whatever, and
Yeah.
I'm not going to go through the whole thing, whatever. And he just kind of laughed, I guess.
You want me to see if I can get him on the show?
That would be awesome.
Sure. And I don't know, this is a different story, but apparently, Jonah Falcon has been pursued by many well-known celebrities who are desperate to sleep with him.
Look, if we can get him on here, I will I'll stand up.
You're going to want to sleep with him, aren't you, Rusty? You didn't say anything. You better say no or yeah.
No.
One. Look.
Okay.
Silence speaks volumes, Rusty.
I just wish I was half the man he is.
Off Track After Dark, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah, it's what it says. A New York man who claims to have the world's biggest penis. I was laughing because the expression on the people on the show he was on this morning, I guess it's called, whatever, the lady was like, literally, like Brad said, jaw dropping. And the guy's like, oh, whoa. I don't.
Yeah, I don't care if you're man, woman, trans, whatever. You're gonna want to look.
Look, it to me, there's a curious aspect. I'm like, okay, I don't see how that's, according to this article, 13.5 inches. So him and Tommy Lee were in competition or what?
Ow.
I don't know.
I think he's a really good drummer, Tommy Lee.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Pamela Anderson thought so too. On the boat, I think, right? Or something.
Wow.
Oh, you saw that video? I didn't.
No, I haven't actually,
Me
but I've
neither.
heard about it.
I heard about it.
Tommy Lee could play the bass drum without a pedal.
It's called a kick drum.
Whatever.
He's got a boot on that sucker.
Holy.
I'm so sorry. So sorry? That's not a word.
So, hey, do you like my cup here?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Science, bitches.
Oh, look at that. Where'd you get that cup at?
I got it at RomikaDesigns.
.com.
RomikaDesigns.com, and they have all kinds of cool personalized shit you can get. And they have Christmas ornaments. They have personalized mugs, tumblers, wine glasses. Why are you laughing?
Scott Morris says, damn it, Sean, you got me Bill talking. Talking like Bill now. You mutter.
Well,
Yeah.
So back to Ramika Designs. Go ahead, please.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Rusty.
They have the, Mojo needs the donations to be able to stay going. So they are having a If you donate $25 to mojo50.com, you will get it's a Christmas ornament, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a Christmas ornament.
Hand painted, handmade. It's
I'm
all
waiting for the
Ron's
internet
handiwork.
What? Hey, you're a little light on the bells tonight, lady.
I know. I'm
That's
trying
okay.
to
We don't
pay attention to social media.
Well, and thank you.
Except for Facebook. For some reason, it doesn't want to work for me.
Yes, there is a. They have all kinds of things: Christmas reindeer countdown decor, Santa boot print stencils. I think that's actually kind of cool. The boot stencils, you could paint them on things. Not someone's car.
Ew.
Whatever you do, or truck, or any vehicles, don't do that. The best teacher ever ornament. There's a manger scene Christmas ornament. The bathroom word search. I think that's actually cool. I've seen one of those. You know what? If you don't have your phone, whatever you're tired of looking on Facebook while you're on the shitter, or whatever you do while you're wiping your mat.
I think that F snowflake. There's like 23 designs or something, different designs of the F snowflake. And if you don't know what that is, go look it up. It's pretty cool.
I've said this from the beginning. Ron has found something. Ron and Misty and Katie have found something I think it's going to take them quite far. And I think that's absolutely awesome. We can only wish for other things.
Good business plan.
Military, like a. Oh, now why is my screen moving without me moving it? Would poop here again sign, I think that would be great to have a business sign at whatever your said business is, like a bar or something, with a bar name on there and said would poop here again.
Yeah.
I wonder if he did the COVID shots. I wonder if he's going to do the Rittenhouse.
I'm seriously
Chaser followed by 3 shots.
Sending something to him. They can work with all your needs. All you have to do is email them and start a conversation and figure out what you want to do. I have an idea that I am thinking about, and if it comes to fruition, then I'll show you the details. But I want to send something in particular to him and have it laser etched and then sent back to me. I think it's going to be a freaking awesome idea, but I don't want to discuss it right now. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, but Rusty has a great point here. If you have an idea for something you would like, by all means, send it to Ron. He can custom make you things. They can design it and do a little consultation with you if you need to. They'll come up with something, or maybe he has something in stock that you could work from and go from there. But it is RomikaDesigns.com. That's ROMIKA Designs.com. RomikaDesigns.com.
Track Syndicate, bitches.
You guys ready for Thanksgiving?
Sure.
Sure, why not?
What do you mean, sure? Like, meh, whatever.
Yeah.
What's that about?
My husband's deployed, so it's like.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Look, that's a big thing. You know what? Okay, now that you say that, I get this way around the holidays a lot because I personally have been deployed. My first deployment during the Gulf War, I got to Saudi Arabia on Christmas Day. I was a young single airman, but I didn't have a wife and kids, all that, but it was I had been away from my family in the military, but not on a deployment. And going literally halfway across the world and being away from everything, not just the people, but your culture, you're in a completely different environment. You are without anything except for your brothers and sisters in arms.
That's right.
Who are your support. They are your family. And I just want to say during the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, all that, Keep them in mind, and let's not forget about them. And I actually had a conversation with Bobby here a couple days ago that when I was deployed, the last time I was deployed in 2003 during Iraqi Freedom, I received some letters and like drawings and all this packages and stuff. One of which was from my cousin's daughter, who was in grade school at the time, and because I spent some time with them last week when my brother was in town, and unfortunately she's no longer with us, the daughter. And she has she had a child who my cousin has since adopted to be their own, and I cannot commend him and his wife enough. But I just kind of remembered, this little girl and her whole class sending me letters, and it brought me to tears because I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm a sentimental kind of guy, but it meant a lot to me. And if you know anyone who's deployed, whether it's, wartime or not, whatever, if they're on deployment and you send them something, it's going to mean something to them. So
For sure.
Yeah, keep all of our troops in mind over the holidays. Even if they're not out of country, look, they're at a base somewhere, they're away from their family most of the time. Remember the sacrifices that they make. So I just wanted to put that out there. And on a happy note, we're going to eat some turkey and some ham and mashed taters and stuffing. And what
See,
else
I don't get excited about the turkey holiday because now that I'm diabetic, I can't really, like in years past, I could eat and get that food coma going, and it was awesome.
Can you have a little bit?
I can have a little bit, but
can you have a little bit throughout the day? A little
You
bit
can have
here,
you can have turkey.
Yeah, no, I
Can
can eat a lot of, but I'm not a fan.
Are you okay? So I have to ask because you said you can't get the food coma going.
Food what?
So you can't stuff yourself like a turkey, or you can't have any of it. Period.
No, I can. I can have some, but it's it's not like the traditional, like you used to be able to just eat and eat and eat. And the desserts, I can have like a little piece of anything, about that, and it's like, why bother? It just makes you want more.
Yeah, well, that's what I was asking. Can you spread it out? Just have a little plate each hour? What to do? You can't stuff yourself like a Christmas turkey, but, everything in moderation, right?
Yeah, but...
Hey, Dad, you going to put the Christmas tree up yourself? No, I'm going to put it up in the living room.
Wow. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Now, see, I don't want to talk about it because that one guy's deployed. And Rusty apparently can't eat it. Here I am on my own. I'm going to go over here and stuff my face.
We're not snowflakes here, Sean. It's okay. You can talk about it.
I know, but still, I feel like, look, I'm going to get fat as hell next week. And stuff.
We're running out of time anyway. I don't have time to do my stories. Damn it.
Oh, no. You can. Because, at the bottom of next hour, it's all you.
Oh, okay. Oh, Jamie and Lep will be on, so.
Yeah, they can comment on them too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So are you going anywhere for Thanksgiving, Melissa?
No.
You're just going to sit there alone?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. That sounded horrible. Are you just going to sit there and be a loser?
Yep.
Damn it.
You're horrible, Sean.
I am.
Wow.
Just rub it in.
I am a dick.
Rub it in. Oh, Judy and I talked about we may, if we can work this out, we may go down and visit Melissa for a week.
Ooh,
First
when?
week of, or the second week of December.
There it is, rubbing it in. See, now I can't go to that, and
Why?
you can.
Yeah.
I don't have time.
Sure, you can. You can
No,
do
I
anything
don't.
that you want. Yes, no.
I can't bring the people I love with me, so
Why
Aw.
not? You got plenty of time to plan for it. Do it. Come on.
Huh? Do I?
The weather's nice that time of year.
Look, last
Still in
year,
the 70s right now.
last year, Rusty and I did we jumped in the ocean. in
Polar
December.
plunge last year.
That's
Yeah,
right.
if you want to call it that, you're right. Can you believe that's been a year already?
No.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't. Would you do it again?
Absolutely.
Would you really?
Oh yeah, I would.
I'd
Yep.
actually do it this time.
Oh, I. Well, wait. Why? If you do it this time, why didn't you do it last year?
I was hungover.
What? Sorry, bad excuse. You suck. I call bullshit. Look, yeah, if it was supposed to be a 6-person event, it was a 2-person event.
Well, the most important two, I guess.
No.
Oh, it's supposed to me, you, Rusty, Chris,
Yeah.
Jen, and Val.
Yes.
Okay.
It was yes. No, 6 people were the most important people.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Chickened out on us. Chickened out.
Chicken
Buck,
shit
buck, buck, buck.
mofos and
Yep.
oh gosh, leave it to John Doherty over in on YouTube.
My
He said
what?
he would do the polar plunge naked. Well, good luck with that, John.
Nobody wants to see the
No.
little flapping around as you run out into the water. Nobody wants to see that.
John, do you have tan lines on the tops of your feet?
Hey,
I'm just gonna let that hang. No pun intended.
Nobody's gonna get that.
I hear Timmy has tan lines on the tops of his feet.
Oh, Leslie said we were 15 degrees today. Well, damn it, you live up there. You know what it's gonna be. Don't complain
you
about
could
it.
move.
Yeah, move.
You know what? It's like I found a house in Texas I want to get.
I saw that on
Right?
Facebook.
Yeah. Was that not awesome?
It's a bit of a fixer-upper, but yeah, it looks
Oh,
nice.
but see, I would like to deconstruct, not demolish, deconstruct the house
It's
and
got
use a
good
lot of
bones.
that wood. Yeah, and use a lot of that wood for interior on a new house. How rustic and awesome would that be? But I
gotta
want
put-
that truck.
You're going to put the wood on the inside.
Oh, yeah, deep on the inside, absolutely.
Deep on the inside.
Oh my gosh, I am not okay. I'm not reading that comment, Doherty.
I don't
What? I
see
missed
it.
it. What
Dude, what do they call that when you have no social filter?
Psychotic?
Asshole.
Sociopath?
I'll just let you answer the question. I'm not reading.
I didn't see it. I don't know what you're talking
No, it's
about.
because I didn't. I just didn't read it.
Where's he
it's not-
commenting? It's not on YouTube.
It's well, it is. Well, oh wait, what did I hit the wrong? Shit, I hit the wrong button. My apologies, John. Damn it, boy! All right, guys, stick around. Lep and Jamie are going to be with us coming right up from Ain't You a Peach. They got a new show on Mojo 50, guys. Erica Sauer's dying. She knows what we're talking about with tan lines. Be right back, guys. Oh, my goodness. Oh.
You can say it now. What is it? Come on.
No, I'm not. I'm going to text it to you and her. Because, hold on a second. Give me a second here. Oh, and you're going to invite them in?
Yes, I will invite them in right now. And where is he? Where is he? Crap, where is he?
Uh,
Good evening.
Hola.
Where's my video?
hello.
Hello. Oh,
There's my video.
oh my gosh. I don't have time. Yeah, I do. I'll be right back.
Oh, Lord. Yes, behave now, Doherty. Good grief.
I'm used to it. And it because of us. I see him in Rocky show all the time. Rocky and Ron.
How are you guys tonight?
Good.
Doing well. Haven't expired yet.
Lep, you're up late, man. What the heck?
Yeah.
Well, you invited us on. I couldn't very well do it asleep.
Well,
Not to imply that Cougar may have helped me stay awake in a roundabout way.
Oh, but it's true.
I hear you. Raquel says, love these two. What about me,
We
Rocky?
love her too.
The heck?
Oh my God.
What?
Oh, no, you can't. Just reading messages.
Yes, ma'am, it is. Only by about 3 hours.
Oh, goodness sakes. Okay, I need to check the Facebook feed.
And I think my brother is supposed to call me tonight around midnight.
I found out about the burial arrangement.
Oh,
And they're going to flambe him. I read that online. Should already be ashes by now.
Other cremating?
Oh, I got smooches from Rocky.
Aren't you lucky?
Ah, yes. My brown Puerto Rican goddess, Miss Rocky. Oh, yeah.
Oh, is it going to cut? Shit, that's too much.
That background, that thing is just.
Coming in hot.
Welcome back into Off Track Syndicate, right here on Mojo 50 Radio Network. Speaking of the network, we have another one of our latest shows, new shows. We want to welcome to the network of Mojo 50, and that is Ain't You a Peach, and we have Miss Jamie Christopher and Mr. Leprechaun. How you guys doing?
Good.
Doing well.
You're doing well. You're doing good. How excited are you?
Very,
We're
very,
excited.
very much.
I mean, we've been hoping that it would, happen.
Oh yeah, just so everybody knows, their podcast has been on for a while. It just went to Mojo, so you guys have been doing this for a long time.
It's been over a year, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been over a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you guys are on 12 p.m. Eastern, 11 Central on Sundays.
That's right.
So tell everybody what's the premise of your show?
We don't have We're like y'all. We don't really have a friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
join
We
the crowd.
Yeah, we just, talk about whatever.
So
Unlike you guys and being derailed, we're more of a crapshoot. There's no telling
Yeah.
what will be discussing that day. It might be conspiracies. It could be cruddy foods that people eat, like we did.
I heard that
did
today. I
Yeah, I
heard
heard
that
that.
today.
I will tell you next Sunday is going to be, we're going to discuss TV, like the difference between a long time ago, when me and Lef were kids,
Right.
and the difference in the crap that's on now.
We had
That
to warm
sounds
up the
good.
rocks to get the TV to work. And
Yeah. You had to actually get up and turn the knob, and you had maybe 5 channels to choose from.
is that when you
About
had
100
used
and something.
tinfoil on the rabbit ears?
Yes,
And you had to
yes.
form them into a tinfoil hat.
I used to have to stand
Oh,
there
yeah.
and hold it from my parents.
We were actually lucky. My dad, he had some connections at Lockheed, so we had this wing. It was like one of the airplane wings leaning up against the house, and it had this huge antenna on top of it.
Hey, I got to give a shout out to my sister. She's apparently watching. Hello. I love you, Stephanie.
Wow, you got siblings?
I do. I have 2. I have a brother and a sister.
Kathy
too.
in the Berg says that it is spontaneous conversation.
Yeah.
That's a good description.
Yes.
I like it. Yes, Kathy, I was just going to say that. She said we were the remote control.
Yes.
exactly.
knobs.
If you were a child in those days, you were the remote control. The parents sat back and said, okay, flip it.
Yep.
Okay, stop.
I used to do that. I remember that. Actually,
yeah.
The remote for the television I own now is, well, I don't know where it is because it wasn't, how do I say this? It wasn't given to me when I got the television.
It doesn't do you any good.
There's a lot of TVs. If it's a smart TV, you can download an app and use your phone, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the television specific remote is nowhere to be found. So all I have to do, I have to turn the television on with my finger and turn the volume up and down. But I have a Fire Stick, so I have that remote.
Oh.
I have Chromecast in my bedroom, so I operate that from my phone. And then I have down in the living room, we're on Xfinity, and they have this free thing called Flex if you don't have
Flex?
TV.
Yeah.
So I have Flex, so we got a remote. And
What is Flex?
All that.
Is that a platform or is it a channel?
Didn't that mean it
It's-
bends in the middle?
it's Xfinity's, it's kind of like a Roku, or what is it
Roku?
called? Yeah, it's kind of like one of those, but it's only Xfinity. And
Oh,
you have
okay.
you have to log into your pay stuff.
Right.
Like my Hulu and all that's already on there. So all we have to do is hit the icon, and you can only have you get it for free if you don't have a television program with them. So I chose to disconnect TV in 2016. All I need is internet so I can work.
Yeah.
And so it came free with it.
A lot of this is not news at all. Excuse me. A lot of people are going with the smart TV option. It's like cable. Cable seems to just be going up and up and up. But I don't know. With the smart TV, you can buy this app and this app and this app. Some of them are free, but is it any better? Number one, quality. It depends on your download speed for your service. But is it any cheaper? I don't know. I mean,
My cable bill literally. I was with AT&T when I cut everything.
Yeah.
And then they pissed me off really bad.
Oh, really?
And I canceled them and went back with Xfinity, which I haven't been with them in years. Went back with them, got better internet, like way higher. We've got 2 gamers in the house. On top
Better
of me.
better than AT&T?
Yes.
Okay.
Way better. I mean, I'm at like 500 or something, and the highest AT&T offered was like 200 and something, if even that.
Ouch.
And it was way higher, the price.
Yeah.
I cut my bill in half. It was crazy.
Yeah, like Doc used to say.
I have a-
AT&T sucks.
Oh, I have a Fire Stick. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Rusty.
I was going to say I have a smart TV, and I downloaded an app that is Pluto TV. There's all kinds of channels, and my favorite part about it is there's a whole listing of just classic TV and a whole
Yes.
of channels that are like Beverly Hillbillies. That's all they play 24 hours a day.
I like
Yeah.
that stuff.
And Adam's Family, Johnny Carson. To me, it's amazing to go back and just watch Johnny Carson all day long and see all the stuff.
That was my grandmother's thing.
Oh, it's great.
You know, you're talking about new TV and old TV, and anyone who really knows me
Knows that you don't watch TV.
I don't. I do watch some things, but I don't get into the series. You know, the things, and oh my God, you got to watch this series. You got to watch that, and a lot of that, I think, stems from I'm not home that often. So if I get into something, I'm going to miss something, or whatever. But Bobby said, "Hey, let's check out this new series, Yellowstone," which is not new. It's 4 years old now.
My best friend's been all over me about that, and I'm like,
I haven't started that either. I've been hearing about it.
I have fallen in love with this series, and I'll tell you why.
Tell me
And
why.
I think it goes to your point of new TV versus old TV shows. I personally feel that the show Yellowstone, and I don't know who are the writers, the directors. I don't know who they are, but it is not woke. It is not by any means politically correct. There are characters in there. There is some racial issues,
Right.
between the Indians, the tribes, the
Sean's internet.
reservations. I didn't hear you. What's that?
Nothing.
Your internet went out for a second.
Really?
Yeah,
They're listening to me, aren't they? They don't want me to talk about this shit.
Roger Rabbit in YouTube said, "Isn't there a Yellowstone origin story movie
Yes.
coming out too?"
It's another series coming up, and I don't know if you heard what I said, but it's not woke. It's not politically correct. So I really appreciate it. And each character, I find things about each character that I love and hate at the same time. Each character has that for me. Like Beth Dutton is the daughter of John Dutton, who's played by Kevin Costner. She is a total Rusty. The ship, your pirate ship, ladies. What is it?
Cianti.
Lady Ciante. She is a Lady Ciante. Let me tell you that. But she does occasionally have some compassion. But not for her one brother, which totally drives me freaking crazy. I'm like, gosh, you have they hate each other. It is a total hate relationship.
So if you look at TV from back in the day when we were growing up, so we had Little House on the Prairie. Okay, remember Nellie? Nellie was pretty mean, right? But think of
Not like this.
No,
Not like this,
but
no.
for us, for my age group or whatever. But
Sure.
if you look at, I don't know if it's progressed or evolved or whatever the term is, but
Degressed?
if you look at shows like The Love Boat, Three's Company, remember how politically incorrect they were? I mean,
Yeah.
Doc and Isaac and all them like totally sexually harassing women, but back then it wasn't. It was just that's how it was.
So
but that was when women didn't let it get to their, get under their skin.
Exactly.
You had the feminists back then, and not everybody was a feminist.
Exactly.
I think that my big picture point behind Yellowstone is the fact that it is refreshing, that you can watch something that it was made for entertainment purposes, without trying to accommodate every single group that might be offended.
Minority, yeah.
Who
You might-
cares? It's not.
You might
real.
like Longmire. Longmire's similar to that.
I've seen that. Yeah,
I love that show.
and if you like Longmire, yes, I think you're gonna love Yellowstone. And to
But I don't get it. Where is it at? Because
Where's,
I asked
Peacock.
my-
where's Yellowstone?
Peacock.
No, where it?
Oh, Peacock.
That's what we're watching it on, at least the first.
Oh,
one.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay, I
that's
didn't
where
know
I'm at
that.
with it.
I don't
I think
have it.
there's.
Does it come on a certain night?
I don't know. I'm just watching season 1. I've just finished. I'm into season 2 right now. I'm a
Okay, I
couple
can
years
look on
ago.
there.
And you said it has Kevin Costner in it.
Kevin
Doesn't he
Costner is the
normally-
main.
Anything I've seen him in, except the old Western Silverado, are just so long, and he is just so boring.
No, he's not boring in this. Well, it's an hour at a time, or whatever it is, 45 an hour. I don't know.
Now,
What? So
as far as politically correct shows,
yeah,
if you look, and I didn't realize this till I started watching it again, and you can see it, I guess, if you go back, if you have a chance to go back and watch it, is Barney Miller. Now, while they
remember
did
that's
that.
good shit.
I remember
yes,
that.
it's good. However, you can see in there the leftist progressive mindset creeping its way in, and how they were trying to put, like, against guns, and people shouldn't have guns, and accepting, which I agree, you should accept, whatever, all the bad, what people considered bad during the time. They were trying to bring that, like interracial couples and gay people, but they also had the ability to make fun of themselves while they were doing it, which is kind of refreshing also.
And that was the big thing, is they were able to laugh. It was funny. It wasn't all, don't get your butt all hurt and everything.
Yeah.
To answer your question, Bobby says seasons 1 through 3 are on Peacock right now. Season 4 is a bitch to find, but we'll Peacock in a few
Okay.
months.
Ho-
And then
Holly's-
Holly over on the YouTube
Yeah, I
says
saw that.
Yellowstone is on Hulu, but aired by Paramount.
Oh,
So
Hulu
you have to
only
buy
has-
like an extension
I
to.
don't know how that works, but I actually
I'll have
I
to look. I
I
have
believe-
Hulu.
I know some people, and I think Bobby does this too. If she finds a series she wants to watch, she will download that app and pay for it. And then when she's done with whatever she's watching, she will delete it. And then
Yeah, I
something
thought
else.
about that.
Right. Instead of just continually.
But I may do like you and watch Peacock and watch it for free and
Yeah.
see if I like it first. And then
Yeah.
when I get to that point, then I'll either do it or not.
Right. But like I said, there's a lot going on. There are so many characters, and each character has multiple things going on, it seems like. But
And how many seasons total? Is there only 4 seasons?
so far.
Okay, so it's fairly new.
Yeah, but I think what Lep was it? Yeah, Lep had said it's not a movie. It's actually another series. It's a prequel series that's coming out with Sam Elliott and Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. Which I don't know. I'm not fans of theirs, and yes, it's because of political stuff, but we'll see. I'm not going to hold that against them. I will watch it.
Well,
and see what I think.
I'm pretty bad about doing that myself.
Yeah,
so.
I know. And I should, honestly, I should be better about it. Look, we've talked about this before. I don't want to know your political views as an actor.
Unless they're yours.
I want to enjoy your
Unless
talent.
they're yours.
Well, if you want a
Exactly.
What
good
did you say?
series that was a Western, it hasn't, it's off now. Hell on Wheels was really, really good.
I haven't heard of that one.
Ooh.
How old is it?
Well, let me ask the Chicky D here next to me. Hold on.
I've never heard of it.
Melissa, what did you just say?
I said no. We don't want to hear any entertainers' political views unless
Came out
they're
in 2011.
unless they're the same as ours.
No, look, yes, it's not that I want to
Confirmation
hear
bias.
it.
Yeah,
I'm
we want
okay
that.
hearing it, but I don't need to. I'm perfectly fine with not knowing anyone's
That's me.
political
Don't
views.
say anything and I'll watch your stuff. But you start
the same for
spouting,
music.
I'm not going to watch you.
Well, yeah, it's But I'm not. Look, if they start spouting, and I agree with it, I'm not going to prop them up and put them on a pedestal.
I
And
don't
start
prop them up, but it doesn't bother me.
Well, no, it doesn't bother
I'm
me.
guilty of it. Like James Woods, I'm like, he's from Rhode Island. I know where,
Yeah, but I'm not going to go watch more of their stuff because I agree with them.
But for me, it goes deeper than the political thing as far as Hollywood goes. I've gotten to where there's a lot of people I won't watch.
You're going to run out of shit to watch. You know that?
No, there's actually a whole new thing of actors coming in now.
Well, sure, and you're not learn about them. Tell me if you're going to watch them anymore.
If
they're all new,
out.
If they're new, I'm guessing that they're young and who knows what their mindset.
A lot of the
They're
stuff
old.
is Canadian. It's starting to be all the newer shows and stuff. Or if you do the research, they're all made in Canada.
Right.
So it's a whole new. Yeah, it's like Hollywood is like disappearing.
Timmy went to sleep.
What's new?
But I mean, what we're gonna more or less hit on is the difference in, and we're talking like the 60s and 70s TV. Leave It to Beaver and Lucy. I mean, you remember when Lucy and Ricky didn't even sleep in the same bed.
Lucy.
I love Lucy.
And look at how things have changed now. It's in your face.
The Flintstones, they didn't sleep in the same bed either at first.
I know.
I don't remember that. Wasn't it the Brady Bunch that slept with each other in the same bed the first time?
Yes, I think the Brady Bunch was the first TV show that actually the couple slept in the same bed.
As I recall, that's what happened.
See, here's and
bam,
this
bam,
has
bam,
been talked
bam.
about a million freaking times, but I do not understand why it was such a big deal. Look, anybody who watched Lucy or any of these shows where the husband and the wife slept in separate beds, they're like, that ain't happening in my house. What am I
I
missing?
think it just had something to do with the rating and
It was
It's
a moral
exactly
thing.
it. That's how the motion picture industry had it set up. The good old fashioned 7 words from Carlin. When they kissed, they had to have 1 foot off the floor.
But it's not related.
It's
It's not real. It's not reality. Why? What? You know what I'm saying? It's
I'd rather see the fake reality.
There's a lot of
though,
couples
as
that
opposed to
don't
what
sleep
I'm getting
together.
now.
I
it's
hate
like-
reality shows.
Oh, I do too.
There's
I'm
no
not
such
talking
thing.
about
There's no such
reality in the series, is like TV series. It's like they got to have this certain like standard. If you don't have this, and this, then you're not going to make it.
Well, reality shows are not reality at all.
No, they're not.
Reality
No, not
shows.
even close.
and
Nope.
I've never been a reality show person.
But y'all were talking about
Not
not
even
sleeping in the same bed. But did you realize that they could also not show a woman pregnant?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they
Yep.
could show. Yeah, when Lucy was, because Lucy wasn't it Lucy that was pregnant, and they couldn't show
Yep.
her. She had to wear like the awful dress.
Right.
They
Yeah, they
couldn't
couldn't
even.
That, or
make
they
that.
always shot him from behind a table or a chair, so you only saw him from, boobs up.
Do
Yeah.
you know that one of the reasons that the I Dream of Jeannie show was canceled was because Barbara Eden was pregnant?
Oh no, I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah,
I know they had to have her belly button
Wow.
covered.
which is dumb, but
It was all
Look,
about
I
modesty
actually-
back then, though.
I actually understand the belly button thing probably more than I do.
Wasn't Samantha on Bewitched pregnant one time, and I couldn't
I
swear
don't
they
know.
showed her pregnant.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's
But
weird.
I understand the belly button thing far more than I do sleeping in separate beds.
Well,
I do,
We
because-
did a show a month or two ago about how now
Brown
contractors are being asked to build houses with 2 master bedrooms
Yeah, and I just
because people are
why?
sleeping better apart.
No. You know what? Okay. Is it okay? Are they really sleeping better apart, or is it part of something that someone wants that to be true?
Well, some people are in the CPAC mask. One
Yep.
partner has this problem or that problem, the other one can't. Think about it. We know several
work.
that are in our chat rooms frequently that don't necessarily cohabitate in the
Okay.
same.
My
So-
mom and
sleeping
dad
room.
did that. My mom and
So-
dad did that for a couple of years until my dad got things, taken care of, because she could not. If she didn't go in there and go to sleep before he went in there, she wasn't
What?
going to go to sleep.
Do you think this is becoming more prevalent? I'm going to say it's because of the way. I guess it's more America than anything else, but our health issues.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they're placing a more of an importance on sleep.
On-
There's a lot more sleep studies, and
Yes.
generally people sleep better when they're alone, unless
Yes.
they're extremely freaking needy and need to be touching their partner all the time.
Yes, I totally.
I'm just kidding,
100%.
Sean. I was just busting your chops. That's why I said
I
that.
don't have to be touching it. Look, I sleep alone, and when I don't, I don't notice it. I don't notice there's anyone else in the bed. I just sleep.
Well, I think, and I know, call me crazy, I really think the dependency on caffeine
Yes.
affects people's sleep, and that's the main reason. But I live this, okay? The wife and I rarely can sleep in the same bed because one of us goes to sleep before the other one, and we both snore, or one of us moves too much, or and somebody's being woke up all night long. And I don't love her any less because we're not sleeping in the bed. She doesn't love me any less. It's just we can't get a good night's sleep if we're together.
I have an idea. This could be groundbreaking for couples worldwide
I'm scared.
who would like to sleep in the same bed.
Okay, all right, let's hear it.
And I mean, it's funny, but I mean it. Okay. Maybe, you know what? Look, even women, I'm going to use this as an example. Even women who work together or spend a lot of time together get on the same cycles, right? You've heard that a million years. How about y'all get in the same snore cycle? That way you're not waking each other up. Just,
I think that's easier said than done.
well,
Does
look,
not
just
work that way.
get the shit out already. My God. I think it's a thing. Come on. Let's be innovative here. You heard it first on Off Track Syndicate right here on Mojo 50. We will be right back with Lep and Jamie from Ain't You a Peach. And we'll have some fun. We're going to hear from Melissa when we come back.
I remember the last guy that I spent the night with woke me up and made me go to the couch.
Is that when you
Because-
had stone slippers?
No, it was actually about 5 years ago.
Well, I don't wanna hear.
I was dating for about 3 years. It wasn't some guy I just went and hooked up with. We actually had started dating. And
We need to figure this out. We need to figure out how to get everyone on the same snore cycle.
Doesn't work that way.
So, Roger
I
Rabbit.
could.
Roger
I've been
Rabbit.
told that I sound like a freight train.
Roger Rabbit says, "I wish they made 8-foot wide beds standard. That would help a lot." But look, we have a king bed, and that sucker is huge. And
California
it does-
King?
That's even bigger.
Yeah,
it's
California
big,
King's
but
huge.
but not much. It's not much
It's
different.
enough.
It's a little bit longer one way, like a couple inches. It ain't that much of a difference.
That's what she said.
You can there's actually bigger than California King. There's like Alaska King. There's several ones that are much bigger, but it don't matter. We just don't sleep well together in the same room. We both have different sleeping needs. Like she
And
cannot.
that's totally understandable.
Yeah. I mean, to me
And
it
plus,
is.
with women in the workplace, women are taking on so many more jobs now to where it's not like it used to be where, women can sleep and put up with the crap or whatever and just sleep after the
Exactly.
husband leaves. It doesn't work that way anymore. And there's
And-
a lot of people that work shift work.
And if Judy doesn't get her sleep, she's not able to get up and make my sandwiches like I like.
Ah,
So, I mean,
yeah, you got to remember too. The longer a couple is together, you don't fall less in love with each other, but you do.
Coming in hot.
Do you want me to do the
You know.
animals or the cognitive biases?
Yeah, guys. Hanging out with Lep and Jamie from Ain't You a Peach. You can find their show on Mojo 50 Sundays, 12 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Central Time.
9 a.m. Pacific.
Yeah, and what time is that on in Russia? There.
I don't know. Look it up. Google your friend.
Look, we have all of our comrades who need to know these things.
In Russia, huh?
Yeah, well, sure. I mean, look, we're worldwide. You know that. Come on. And so Mojo 50 is worldwide. Holly Ann over on the YouTubes says, Rusty, do you have two hands?
What?
Lincoln, close this door. Hurry up.
They're for more. I don't know what the hell she's saying.
They're for me.
They're for me than I think they're more for. Never mind.
Yeah, I think she's saying they're more for me than
Thank
they are
you.
touching yourself.
I think she's been
There you
drinking
go.
again.
You know,
cooking sherry.
she's hitting the sauce. I don't know.
I am.
What's that peanut butter fudge?
Well,
Yeah.
there it is, right there.
Well, I could have swore she was drunk during her show the other day too.
I
No,
believe
she's-
she's fine.
Just emotional. Miss
Oh
Melissa.
no, this was vagina. What was
Monologues.
it? Vagina, huh?
Winterizing your vagina.
Winterizing, yes.
Yes.
And she
Wait,
was
what?
off
Done.
the wall. Oh, you'll have to go back and listen.
Yeah. Damn it with Beaver.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
she damned her beaver.
I guess that's where November comes in.
Oh, it was very interesting.
You wow. That's you can find Damn It with Beaver 5 p.m. Eastern on Mojo 50
Saturdays.
on Saturdays, yes. Miss Melissa.
So I had a couple of stories. I was going to do some on animals, and I had one more on cognitive biases, but I think that's the one, Sean, you wanted me to do?
You can do whatever you want.
Oh, girl.
Okay. Does anybody know, and there's a shitload of logical fallacies and a bunch of cognitive biases, and I really like the one we talked about earlier, the anchoring. The first piece of news you hear kind of anchors with you. But it's called a Dunning-Kruger effect. It's how low-skilled people overestimate their own abilities. And
That's the Dunning-Kruger effect, ain't it?
yeah, Dunning-Kruger.
Or
I
something.
need to change my name.
Kruger. or
Kruger. Yeah,
Kruger.
I could tell you all about them, but that would be boring. But it's it describes a tendency of low performers to see themselves as more knowledgeable and capable than they really are. This happens
Like me and
because-
Lap.
That's because no, it's a jackhole thing. This happens because low competence individuals tend to be unable to determine true level of their own abilities as well as recognize the skills of others.
Oh, really?
Didn't that used to be called delusions of grandeur?
Sure.
Probably. It sounds right anyway.
Delusional.
So, for
I've
example,
always,
it's not uncommon to hear people make overconfident claims and give lengthy speeches about something they don't know anything about. So, but there's also an opposite effect, and I think, I could fall like on either end of this, but I know, and I have been told this, I have imposter syndrome, which is the complete opposite, and so I'm not going to read the technical difficulty. It's like no matter what, and I think Rusty has this too. It's a psychological phenomenon, and it's the opposite, and it refers to the belief that one is not competent as their achievements show or other people perceive them to be.
I think you're right.
Isn't that the same as being like inverted or
No,
whatever?
no.
It's,
No, I think it's more low.
you don't want the
self-esteem.
attention.
It's a low self-esteem. No, so in other words, okay, in my situation, in a
Introverted,
master's
so
program, no, I'm trying to become something, But there's a lot of things I keep purposely delaying myself because I feel like I don't deserve it. Like, there's no way I'm smart enough to do this. And there's no way that I have these abilities that certain pieces of paper say that I do. And then when it comes to Rusty, you know, the first year we were doing the show, he kept thinking he was going to be fired. Like, he's not good enough to do the show.
Look, his job is always on the line.
Yeah,
So when I went to
every Sunday
college,
morning.
when I went to college, I wanted to go to law school. That was my plan, was to become a lawyer. And
Did you just say a liar?
lawyer.
It's Georgian.
That's what I heard you say, a liar.
It's the
Yeah,
Georgian
liar.
accent.
Attorney.
Oh, an attorney.
Attorney, yes.
kept
I
saying
wanted
liar.
to become an attorney because
A
I had
shyster.
come out of a bunch of abuse, and I wanted to be able to help other abused women with their law stuff. And I pushed out because I didn't feel that I would be able to pass the bar exam, and then, you know, so that's the same thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Okay. All right.
But there are some states, I know Virginia is one of them, you don't have to pass the bar to be a lawyer. Oh, no. You have to pass the bar, but you don't have to have a degree.
See, I was scared I wouldn't pass the bar.
Not too many people do the first time. I mean,
Exactly.
you know, I got to get a license next year, and not many people, you know, I don't know. But
I believe, and I might be wrong, somebody can look this up. I believe Lincoln failed the bar exam a few times. Lincoln was a lawyer.
I thought you
and
were talking about my
I
son
think
for a
he
minute.
failed it the first time, didn't he? And then retook it.
Yeah,
If-
either once or a few times, something like that.
I
But he
didn't
was
even know
also-
they had a bar exam back then.
But he was also a wrestler.
Wait,
People know that either.
wait. Is that real?
Yeah, Lincoln was a wrestler. Absolutely.
Wow.
From the
You're not talking
I
to
had
Debbie
no
Wood.
idea.
No, you're not talking to Debbie.
We are talking about Abraham, right?
Yes, Abraham Lincoln.
A wrestler.
No, it's
Yeah.
Ahmad Lincoln.
All right, I'm looking it up. But
I have never heard that
Hey,
before.
Google. Was Abraham Lincoln a wrestler?
Here's a summary from the website history.com. The great emancipator wasn't quite WWE material. But thanks to his long limbs, he was an accomplished wrestler as a young man.
Wow.
Lincoln's exploits earned him an outstanding American honor in the National Wrestling Hall of Fame.
I might be related to him. I was a wrestler back in my day too.
Hillary
That's
Clinton
interesting.
didn't pass the bar the first time. JFK Jr. didn't pass the bar the first time. Emily Pataki.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a bunch. It takes.
Wait, Pataki. Is that something you circle back to? Oh no, that's Pasaki.
yeah,
I always thought that was something you put on your chicken. I don't know.
What, Pataki? Are you thinking
Yeah, isn't that a
shiitake?
sauce?
Some
I thought it
mushroom,
was a sauce.
some shit hockey mushrooms?
yeah.
So,
So
They come out of Washington State.
I don't know where they come from. Anyway,
Oh, they're
Melissa,
not
go
very
ahead.
good.
I was going to go back to Dunning-Kruger.
Yes, yes.
Overestimation occurs in part because people who are unskilled in these domains suffer a dual burden. Not only do these people reach erroneous conclusions and make unfortunate choices, but their incompetence robs them of the metacognitive ability to realize this. And I swear to God, this is the first thing I thought of when I heard Don Lemon's take on the written. I don't want to get back to the Rittenhouse. I know it's all over the news and nausea, but the way he talked about it, I was like, dude, you are not that freaking smart. You have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, what was the technical term you used for people who think they're better than what they actually are?
The Dunning-Kruger effect is also referred to as Mount Stupid.
are we saying like Kruger, like Freddy Krueger?
No, these are behavioral scientists.
Oh my goodness!
But I mean,
But I mean, does it pronounce like Freddy
yeah,
Krueger?
yeah, Kruger.
Okay.
Yes,
That
it's
was what-
spelled
yeah.
it's spelled exactly the same way. Dunning Kruger. Yep.
Okay.
Well, you mentioned Don Lemon. You know he's nothing more than a white sock cucker.
You mean lemon?
Don Lemon.
He's not that good on the piano, but he does suck on the organ.
Does he suck it?
So they gave people that thought they were smarter than everybody else tests in three areas: grammar, logic, and a sense of humor. The results showed that individuals who got the lowest scores in the test consistently rated their own performances higher than what the scores revealed. More precisely, people whose scores placed them in the 12th percentile ranked themselves, on average, in the 62% percentile.
Well, that's me. So I'm sorry you guys are just so far below me, but you'll catch up.
That is definitely not me, because I'm always fearful of tests. I don't like them, and I'm always insecure about it.
I guess I don't understand I just don't understand this syndrome, or this effect.
Cognitive bias.
Well, what?
I think almost everybody has it, unless you're one of those where you're born a complete scientific, logical thinker and know how to regulate your emotions. We all have this to some degree. But so knowing that we have it puts you on a different level.
You're saying that you think everyone, to a certain extent, is born with this to where they think they're better than what they actually are?
Mm-hmm. Not in all areas. Not in all areas. Like, some people know they can't cook. Some people know they suck at driving. Some people know, but there are things that they want to be good at. And so they make themselves believe it, like they really do. They think, I don't know, everybody else is stupid and they're right. And so look around you. You don't think, like, look at political parties.
Let me clarify that. I don't see it as everyone. And of course, I don't know everyone.
I didn't say that either. I don't think it's everyone.
You said you thought everyone was born like that, right?
That wasn't born into a family that raised them to think logically, scientific, and learned how to control their emotions.
Right. Okay.
So
yes.
It's your family. Then.
Yes. No. Yes. Look. We had Timmy the pilot and I, and who else was on that talk? Was it Rusty? Talking about
was I drinking?
No.
Oh, I don't
know. No. It was Timmy and James and I. Anyway, not the other James. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. We're talking about video games and stuff. And this is completely irrelevant, but your upbringing, and we've talked about this. It's the nature versus nurture and
don't get
all
me
this.
Started. That's my brother.
It's not the gun's fault. This is me speaking. It's not the gun's fault. It's not the video game's fault. It's not anything's fault. It's your upbringing and what you're taught and how you're raised. Now, are there other cases to where you could be raised perfectly and you still have issues? Hell yes. I think so, at least. Would you agree, Melissa?
100%.
Yeah. But I think from what I've witnessed, at least, that's the majority of it, your upbringing. But you can be brought up any certain way. And I think maybe you've had an experience that is very traumatic, whether anybody knows about it or not, but it may be traumatic to you.
Trauma literally scientifically changes your brain. And until you realize it and work on it, because your brain is also plastic. It's also plastic, rubber.
Malleable.
You can change it back. Yes, exactly.
Well,
the term is neuroplasticity, but until you recognize, until you can talk about it and actually want to make those neurons connect and fire off again, and when it happens in childhood, it is so hard as an adult to reconcile with that because you've had this your whole life.
But there's some people, I think, that the pain and stuff that they have as a child gives them the drive to become something better.
I would agree with that.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's others that just get it in their head that I'm never going to be worth anything.
I was just going to say real quick. I have always, and I heard this somewhere. This is not originally from me. But I've heard it or saw it. I've seen it, whatever, a few times to where it depends on what you're made of. If you boil a potato, it becomes soft. If you boil an egg, it becomes hard. What are you made of?
Wow.
Just saying. I'll just drop that right there.
Nice. What were you going to say, Rusty?
Wow. I was going to say I totally agree with what Jamie says. The things that
Hi, Diana.
happen in childhood, how did you put that? Drive you.
I think that it gives some people the
can.
drive to make something better out of themselves, so they don't end
I-
up back in that situation.
Or just the opposite, reduces their drive.
It depends on the person.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. It depends on, well, it may depend on what you're made of. But I completely agree with what Jamie said here. Because you see the horror stories. Okay. Here's an example. Dr. Ben Carson grew up in a pretty bad situation.
Yep.
His mother couldn't read, whatever, right? But did he let that keep him? Did he let that make him think he was a victim?
No, but he had a great mom.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree. But there are people who are, let's say, former addicts.
Mm-hmm. You can have a father,
Mike Lindell.
a father
That's what I was
that
gonna
tells
say.
you, a father that tells you you're a piece of shit all the time and you're lazy. So either you go on your life believing that and become a drug addict, or you're like, F you, I'm not lazy, and become a workaholic or really successful, an entrepreneur, a veteran, whatever.
Or you can have a parent that's a drug addict or an alcoholic, and you don't want to be like that, so you go the opposite direction.
I've actually had a conversation about this. I'm just going to say very recently to someone who was into drugs and alcohol, and I'm talking some serious stuff, apparently, who could have gone either way. They could have gone the same route as it was their parent. They could have gone the same route as their parent, but instead they're like, this stuff is crazy. I don't want to do that. And they went the opposite direction. So yes, you still have free will to make a choice, but I don't know what determines that choice.
Well, my two oldest sons are a perfect example. One of them does not want to be like his dad. The other one isn't like his dad in the abusive way, but in the alcohol way, and
but they also had you. So there's another influence there.
Yeah, but he's, then you got Travis, who he's Dave Ramsey all the way. He's got money in the bank. He's got 4 kids. He's an awesome father, and the other one's closer to his dad.
Melissa, you were saying that.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, John.
No, please go ahead.
As you say, you were saying that part of the Krug effect was people believe that they're better than whatever they are. I thought the old adage is believing is half the battle. When you're sick, if you believe you're healthy, you'll be healthy. Wouldn't that hold true to some extent for those that think they can, that really can't? Would having enough faith, thinking they can, actually give them an opportunity to gain that ability, perchance?
No, I see what you're saying, and I agree, because motivation and thinking you can and having faith, that is very important. But with this bias, it's not that you don't think you can. It's like you already are.
Oh, okay.
At least in your own mind.
Exactly. You already are. You're already
That's what I said. So it's more delusions of grandeur.
Yes.
I think I'm president-elect, so therefore I am in my own headspace and timing.
Exactly.
Trust me, I was with someone that had delusions of grandeur. He told me he was military. He wasn't. He was like literally wearing uniforms and disappearing to go do military things. Wasn't.
I think it goes more towards, when I think of the Dunning-Kruger effect, I think of politicians, or like over flamboyant media personalities that think they know everything about something, and they really
There's
know
a
nothing.
good example.
And that's why I brought up the Kyle Rittenhouse situation. Sean, over there.
Kathy in the Berg says kids are resilient. Some are able to get out of the bad situations due to someone else outside the family unit, which by all means, that is the thing.
Well, doesn't doesn't
because
Candace Owens always talk about being raised in a bad situation? And
a lot
No,
of people do.
Yeah.
if I recall, her parents were fairly well-to-do. She was
oh,
fairly
were
well
they?
brought up,
Okay.
Less
as I
than
recall.
less than 10% of children escape their bio family without some kind of trauma. Less
I believe
than
it.
10%. So
Uh,
if that's the case, no matter how bad, like you want to talk about trauma, it doesn't need to be physical abuse. It's not.
Right.
It's not sexual abuse. There is something that caused trauma, and we as parents to understand that, not repeat it, blah blah blah. But I know we're running out of time here, but a book that has been especially helpful for me, if anybody that's experienced trauma want to try it. I didn't write it. Good Lord knows I didn't write it. But it's called The Body Keeps Score. And how it has helped so many people, including me, is there are side effects from trauma that affects goes right with you in adulthood. But you try to compartmentalize it, like, oh, I don't want to think about that right now. Like, we are masters at compartmentalizing. But your body is not. Your body reacts to all that. There's immune compromised diseases, there's headaches, there's so many things your body internalizes. But if you are ready, do not read this book unless you're ready to face it, but it helps tremendously. So it's called The Body Keeps Score.
Also, Erica Sauer over on YouTube says there's a difference between projection and delusion.
Okay.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree
I
with
have to
that.
agree.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Visions of grandeur, you pretend to be something that you're not. You know that you're not,
But
but
the-
you pretend.
But the Dunning-Kruger, you actually
You
believe.
think that you are.
Can I
it's up
teach
here.
my checkbook the Dunning-Kruger effect so we can be like Bezos?
Got a long way to go.
Damn Skippy.
Yeah.
Look, go ahead, Rusty.
I was going to say, let's just remind folks to go over to warhorselegacy.org and, throw a couple bucks at them. $1.
Donate button.
Yeah, if you don't want to do, just throw $1 at them. Throw $2 at them, but throw $5 at them. Leave it in the comments. It'll get you a ticket. We're going to draw after the beginning of the year, I think.
Yeah, around New Year's.
Yeah, real close to New Year's, on New
Yeah,
somewhere.
we're gonna try and gotta give them some money.
Yeah, we got to
From you
get
guys.
Holidays are in upcoming.
Yeah.
So, warhorselegacy.org. Go ahead.
Well, no,
Okay. So
yeah,
Kathy in the Burke
or-
said the brain looks for normalcy, and that's true. The brain is always trying to create homeostasis where everything is level, even, and it will manipulate however it can. So do you ever have I'm just going to say mom, because I see this in moms and grandmothers all the time, when there's like an argument or something just a little bit tumultuous. Mom's always like, oh, no, this is okay. You're right. Always trying to create that balance, always trying to keep it balanced, because
Not my mom. I think she had Kruger.
she's a Kruger.
Yeah. She wasn't. Yeah.
But when you say the brain looks for normalcy according to who?
Your whole body.
Right, but I mean,
Your perception thereof.
right, because your normalcy, or
Well, what you think is
say,
normal.
may yeah. This is why I'm kind of, as the years have gone by, and especially actually talking to Melissa about a lot of things, I think people's realities are different. What is reality?
It's
Is it
subjective.
different
It's-
from one person to another?
Yes.
Totally.
The
Most assuredly.
definition of normalcy is different. The definition of love is, and I'm not talking about LGBTQ. I'm talking about expressions of love
Right.
and how you feel it. It's very
I
subjective.
love languages. Do you believe in those?
Yeah, to a
Or
point.
something
They're-
along those lines?
Yeah, I do. There's a little bit. There are things that are more comprehensive. You might want to look into John Gottman. The Gottman theory is a little bit more comprehensive when it comes to that. Or
A little more clinical? Is that what you're saying?
No, it is clinical, but but other than textbooks, there's apps. He has like his type of theory apps.
And that's
games
of
that you
course
can
his
play.
reality, right? Because
No, actually, this is. I know sometimes people think that psychology and stuff is or pseudoscience, whatever. But
no, I don't think it is.
All of this stuff is evidence based.
Yeah, I completely believe in it. And as you and I have talked in the past, the problem I've had with, a lot of therapy or therapists are, look, they may have had, if you take two people that were trained from the exact same school, the same professors, the same this, the same that, but how much do their individual experiences dictate how they teach and relate to their patients?
Well, go ahead.
Sorry. I was going to say everybody's an individual, so their styles. It's like we were talking earlier this
How does
morning.
it translate, though?
With everybody, let's say your grandma has a cookie recipe. Well, you make that same batch. You take that recipe, you make your cookies. They're good, but they're not quite grandma's. Your son takes the same recipe. He makes them. They're slightly different than yours. Now, all three of you use the same ingredients, done it the same way,
Yep.
but they all three come out different. That's because each and every individual is different.
Right.
You're right. Like, did you ever go to like a wine and sip or an art class?
Wine
and they
show.
show a picture of like a bowl of fruit in the art class, and every freaking student's comes out different.
Yeah.
Right. So to my point is, if you were to send one patient, if I personally went to two different therapists who went to the same school, the same classroom, the same professor, everything was identical, how much different would one therapist?
You're getting two separate treatments.
I still think I would get two separate.
There are so
outlooks.
many theories.
Right.
Yes, because you're going to factor in culture.
Because how much
and
of their
what's the therapist-
experiences for them, their
but
life
if they're
experiences.
if they're two different theories, it doesn't mean either one is wrong.
No, I agree.
I know
I'm
for
not saying
me, I've always had a problem going to someone who never experienced what I experienced. It was like they were trying to tell me how to do something when they've never been in my shoes.
That's really funny you say that, but I'm going to comment on that off air. So actually, for you, Sean, from what I've heard you talk about on the show, so I'm just talking about the Gottman theory, but I think Hold Me Tight, that's another theory by Sue Johnson. Mm-hmm. It's more emotionally focused, and I think that one would be I'm actually studying that one right now, and I never studied it before. We would have our choice in theories to choose from, and I didn't study it because, honestly, imposter syndrome, because it's very there's a lot to learn, but from a therapist point of view, but from a client point of view, it is amazing. Evidence-based. Hold me tight.
It's amazing the world we live in and how much similarities and differences we all have at the exact same time. If we were all raised in the same household, how different we may be. And there's nothing wrong with that, because we are all individuals, and that's how I believe God made us. And that's what makes the world go round. We don't all have to believe the same thing or act the same way, because that's what makes life beautiful.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Jamie, Lep, thank you so much for joining us. Find their show,
Thanks for having
12
us.
p.m. Eastern,
Thanks for having
Sundays,
us.
Mojo 50. See you later. Bye-bye. I don't know if I got it.
Melissa, there's more proof